Hello friends, today we are going to study on chapter number 3, current electricity. Then first question is that how current can be produced. So whenever charge particle can move, then that constitute the electric currents. There are two types of the charge, positive charge and negative charge. So whenever this charge is moving or in motion, so that constitute the electric currents. So the branch which is deal with the stationary charge, that is known as electrostatics. On basis of that electrostatics, we have two chapters, first and second. This is based on electrostatics. Now here current electricity. So this is the branch which is dealt with the charge in motion with constant velocity. And one more branch is there which is deal with the motion of the charge but acceleration motion, that is electromagnetism. So now, what is the current electricity and what is the electric currents, or how they can be produced? So whenever charge is in motion, that constitute the electric currents. There are so many natural phenomena are taken place in which the current will be produced. For example, the lightning is the one type of the natural phenomena in which charge from cloud to earth they can move. Charge is motion from cloud to earth through atmospheres. But here notice that this flow of the charge is not steady. That is not steady. What is the meaning of steady charge flow? The rate of change of charge is constant at every point. So this is not steady manner, the flow of the charge in lightning. So there are so many devices in which the steady charge can be flow. For example, torch, cell drive, clock, TV. In these all devices, the charge is flowing steady manners. So now we start our first topic, that is electric currents. 3.1 electric currents. So here we define the electric currents and derive the equation for that electric currents. So we know that electric current is produced when charge is moved. Then question is how we can move the charge. Suppose you have conductor and conductor contains the two types of the charge, positive and negative, both. So if we apply the electric field or potential difference across the conductors, then charge which is present inside the conductor, they are in motion and constitute the electric current. And what is the necessary condition for flowing the charge? That is, we must be apply the electric field across the conductors. So now we derive the equation of the electric currents, define the electric currents. So for our convenience, we consider that our conductor is in shape of the cylinder. In shape of the cylinder, it has the radius is r. This is our conductor. This is conductor, radius r. Now, this conductor contains some positive and negative charge. So when this positive and negative charge is in motion, then that constitutes the electric current. But for motion of the electric charge, we must be applying the external electric field. So when we apply external electric field, so due to this electric field, these charges which is present in conductor experience the force. Here the direction of the electric field is positive to negative. That means this direction. So when we apply the electric field, then charge which is present inside the conductors experience the forces. That force magnitude is given by F is equal to Q into E. When we apply the electric fields, the charge is present in conductor, so these charge are experience the force, that is F is equal to Q into E. Due to this force, these charge are moved, they can do acceleration motions, and whenever charge is moved, that constitutes the electric currents. So through this conductor, electric currents can be produced. But here, now we consider one cross-sectional area, small cross-sectional area, which is held in perpendicular direction with the flow of charge. Here both types of the charge are there. So suppose this is the direction for q plus charge, this is for q minus charge. Here you see, you can see this is the direction of flow of charge. So this make angle with this cross sectional area is 90. That means this cross sectional area is made perpendicular to the direction of flow of charge. So now we derive the equation for electric currents. For that, let q plus is positive charge. Here q plus is positive charge or amount of the positive charge flow through this cross sectional area in time. This is your positive charge. This is your amount of positive charge flow through cross sectional area in time t in forward direction. Here notice that direction of electric field, that is we consider forward direction. So this is q plus is the amount of positive charge flow through this cross sectional area in unit time t in direction is forward direction, that is direction of electric field. Similarly, let q minus is amount of negative charge flow through cross sectional area in time t, but now direction is backward direction. Now this is backward direction, that is opposite to electric field direction. Now what is the resultant or net amount of the charge q is given by, what is the meaning of net? Net, that is resultant. So net amount of charge q flows in forward direction in time t is given by forward minus backwards. Flow in time t in forward direction is given by q is equal to q plus minus q. Now suppose this flow of charge is steady, then this resultant or net charge is directly proportional to times. That means flow of charge is constant at every time. That means this is directly proportional to time. So q is directly proportional to time. When we remove this proportionality, so we put some proportionality constants. So that is the I into t, then I is equal to q by. So this is the electric current when your charge is flow by steady manner. Is it okay? Now what is the definition of electric currents? So when the charge is flow through cross sectional area of the conductors in unit time, that is your electric current. The amount of charge that can be flow through cross sectional area of the conductors in unit time, that is your electric current. That is, definition is the amount of charge flow through cross sectional area of conductor in unit time, is called electric current. But it is not necessary that your charge is always flow in steady manner. They may be flow in non-steady manner. So at that time we define the current by some different way. So we define the average currents. So now suppose in time interval t2, t plus delta t, the amount of the charge flow through cross sectional area delta q. Suppose in time interval t2, t plus delta t, the amount of charge flow through cross sectional area of conductor is delta q. Then average current is given by I average is equal to delta q by delta. This is your electric current when your charge is not flow in steady manner. When we take this delta t is very close to 0 or we apply the limit, that is delta t tends to 0, then we get the instantaneous current. So instantaneous current is given by the I instantaneous is given by the limit delta t tends to 0, delta q by delta. So you get delta q by delta. So this is your instantaneous current. So here you get three equations of the currents. This is first one, when your charge is flowing steady manner. This is your average current when charge is not flowing steady manner, and this is your instantaneous current when your delta t is tends to 0. So now, what is the unit of current? What is the unit of electric current? So from these equations, the unit of electric current is coulomb per second. From this one, charge unit is coulomb, time unit is second. But this is not SI unit. System of international, the SI unit of electric current is ampere, denoted by capital. So now, what is the definition of 1 ampere? What is the definition of 1 ampere? So 1 ampere is 1 coulomb by 1 second. So definition of 1 ampere is when 1 coulomb of the charge flow through any cross-sectional area of conductors in 1 second, then they constitute the 1 ampere current. When the 1 coulomb amount of the charge flow through any cross-sectional area of the conductor in 1 second, then that produce the 1 ampere electric current. Is it okay? So this is the SI unit of electric current. Now in lightning, the electric current is in order of 10,000 ampere, very large amount. And the nerves which is in our body, in which the electric currents will be produced, that is in terms of the microamperes. And the devices that we use day to day life, in which the electric currents, which is in order of the amperes. So this is the SI unit of ampere. So this is all about the electric currents. Here we get the equation of electric currents. First one for steady manner, that is I is equal to Q by T. Second one where your charge is not flow by steady manner, so average, and when delta T tends to 0, here it is instantaneous. Here notice that the conventional current direction is the conventional current direction is taken as the direction of flow of positive charge. But here we consider the conductor. So in conductor, the electric current is due to negatively charged electron motion. Due to negatively charged electron motion. Because of that, our direction of the conventional current is taken as opposite to direction of motion of electrons. Here you can see this is the direction or motion of electrons. So our conventional current direction is opposite to these motions of the electrons. So here current direction is this. In conductor, electric current is due to the motion of negatively charged electrons. So here the direction of our conventional current is taken as opposite to the flow of direction of flow of electrons. So this is flow of direction of electrons, electron direction, and this is your conventional current direction. Okay, so this is all about the electric current. Okay, thank you.